You ever have one of those days where you open your door and find your HOA president sitting outside dialing 911, convinced she's uncovered a criminal conspiracy because you wouldn't answer her knock? That's how this circus started. And the punchline, she ended up calling the cops on the police chief, my wife. The look on her face when she found out, man, you had to see it. Whole neighborhood's still talking about it. Karma moves fast when you pick the wrong target. Name's Aaron Brooks. I edit YouTube videos for a living. Yeah, cat compilations, wedding fails, the kind of stuff people actually watch. My wife Melissa, though, she's the new police chief around here. Most folks don't know that because she likes to fly under the radar. We just moved to Maplewood, that suburb where lawns get measured more than Olympic track fields. Thought I was in for peace and quiet, maybe the occasional battle with the guy who uses his leaf blower at sunrise. Instead, I got Jennifer Brown, our HOA president and self-appointed neighborhood detective. First time Jennifer showed up, I was elbows deep editing a corporate training video about compliance irony alert when she pops up on our doorstep in a suit clipboard gripped like it's a weapon. She introduces herself like she's reading from a presidential address. Required exterior safety verification. You'd think she was about to deploy the National Guard. Melissa, calm as ever, tells her, "We're still unpacking. Could you come back next week?" You'd think Melissa suggested setting fire to City Hall. "Safety can't wait for convenience," Jennifer says, lips pursed tight. Melissa just shuts the door, polite but firm. Jennifer stands there, frozen clipboard midair for half a minute. Even the neighbor's dog started barking at her for being weird. Next day, Jennifer's back, this time with a measuring tape, camera timer, the whole CSI starter kit. She says it's an emergency compliance check. Melissa ignores her. Jennifer drops her clipboard papers, blowing down the street, chasing them in heels while yelling about urgent notices. I was dying. But Melissa, she watched with that calm that makes you realize she's dealt with real problems before. Optimal harassment trajectory calculation, she mutters, watching Jennifer's measuring dance. That's when it clicks. Melissa doesn't just sound like someone who's seen trouble, she's literally trained for it. And Jennifer, well, her obsession isn't random. There's a story there, something about her kid Danny getting ignored by neighbors during a break-in years ago. The trauma stuck. Makes you see everyone who doesn't answer the door as a suspect. Doesn't excuse her, but it explains some things. People get weird about safety, you know. Then Lucas, the teen filmmaker on our block, starts documenting suburban behavioral patterns for school. This kid's footage is Emmy level. He shows me Jennifer measuring the distance from her house to ours with a surveyor's wheel, planning door-knocking routes like a SWAT team leader. Day 4, subject calculates tactical approach distances, he narrates. I swear it's performance art. Jennifer's even got Mrs. Patterson believing her. Good neighbors cooperate. TV crime shows say non-responsive behavior means you're hiding something. I'm thinking this is suburbia, not CSI Maplewood. But Jennifer's so confident, so wrong, she's almost dangerous. One day she's so focused spying that she backs into her own mailbox, the same one she inspects daily for violations. That's poetic justice right there. But then she escalates. Leaves an official-looking notice on our door with a fake seal citing municipal codes Melissa says don't exist. Melissa reads it and laughs, not the happy kind. She's threatening emergency intervention. She can't actually do. She tells me, flipping into her serious professional mode. Suddenly it's not funny anymore. At night we watch Jennifer's house glow with light as she paces. What's she plotting in there, I whisper. Melissa just shrugs, but I can see she's thinking like a cop, not a neighbor. Next morning, Jennifer's back at 8:00 a.m. with her whole surveillance arsenal, stopwatch, camera, clipboard. She knocks count seconds, takes pictures, marks, notes. Neighbors start gathering to watch this reality show. Meanwhile, inside Melissa's on a work call about de-escalation training. The irony. Jennifer tries a new tactic, orders pizza to our house, hides in the bushes with a stopwatch to see if Melissa answers. When she does, for the confused delivery guy, Jennifer jumps out yelling about selective door discrimination. Now even the pizza guy's scared. Melissa stays calm. She tells me I know which laws she's breaking and which ones she's making up. Not your average homeowner response. Next thing you know, Jennifer gets tangled in our sprinklers while doing covert behavioral analysis, soaked but still scribbling notes. Lucas captures it all. Now even he's getting worried. And Jennifer's data collection color-coded charts of door response times, logs of when our lights go on and off, visitor analyses. I'm wondering if maybe Melissa could have just let her do the inspection. Melissa shoots me a look. Standard harassment protocol, Aaron. Her voice has an edge. But maybe it looked aggressive to people who don't get police work, I offer. Bad idea. The climax hits when Jennifer calls 911 for a welfare check, claims we're a danger because we won't answer her knocks. Officer Rodriguez shows up to see Jennifer's full setup lawn chair, binoculars, binder, the works. He asks, "Ma'am, what exactly are you monitoring here?" Jennifer launches into her crime show speech. Dangerous isolation patterns, possible domestic crisis, require immediate intervention. Melissa strolls out, coffee in hand, calm as can be. Morning, Rodriguez. How's the family flashes or badge? Watching the officer's face go from casual to mortified in seconds flat, priceless. Ma'am, you just called a welfare check on our police chief. Jennifer stares at Melissa's badge, drops her community safety officer mug, shattering it. Her face cycles through confusion, realization, horror. Rodriguez explains, "Ma'am, privacy is a constitutional right. Misusing 911 is a crime." Kids start mock knocking on trees, making fun of her. Neighbors film everything. Jennifer, tangled in her measuring tape, tries to retreat, but trips over her cooler, spilling her fake documentation everywhere. Melissa offers to help. "Need assistance there, Jennifer." "I'm fine," she huffs, scrambling. The neighborhood breathes a collective sigh. People apologize to us, give Melissa coffee, and kids ask Rodriguez for badge stickers. Even Mrs. Patterson admits, "Jennifer, did you just call the cops on the police chief?" Social media blows up. Lucas's footage goes viral. But Jennifer isn't done. That night, her dining room is ground zero for her next operation. Red string everywhere, conspiracy wall growing. She finds an article on the Johnson case, sees her son Danny's name, matches an old photo. Starts believing Melissa hurt him. She builds a whole case in her head, missing the truth Melissa saved her son. Now Jennifer shifts, tactics, spreads rumors, files complaints, contacts the news, police chief harassing HOA president, media bites. Internal Affairs opens an investigation. Melissa's put on leave. Neighbors split, some believe Jennifer, others support us, most just want their property values safe. It gets ugly. Jennifer hosts a community meeting complete with a PowerPoint. The Brooks investigation, protecting democracy from police overreach. Homemade evidence, surveillance photos, audio clips, the works. She wields a gavel, silencing Melissa when she tries to defend herself. The board, not wanting trouble, asks for compromise. We're pressured to relocate. Jennifer's riding high. Then twist, Danny Miller himself shows up. Clean, confident, standing on Jennifer's porch. "Mom, I need to talk about the Johnson case." She freezes. He tells her publicly, with neighbors gathered, "Chief Brooks saved my life." The injuries weren't police brutality. They were burns from the explosion. She did CPR, waited for the ambulance. 6 years clean because of her. Jennifer collapses, realizing everything she built was a lie. Internal Affairs clears. Melissa returns her badge with commendation for professionalism under harassment. Jennifer faces a civil suit, pays damages, gets community service and a restraining order. HOA strips her powers, ditches all her enforcement plans. Peace returns, block parties, apologies, cookies from the new neighbors. And Jennifer, she spends her service hours teaching conflict resolution, finally learning to listen to her own son. Even Lucas wins a film award for his documentary on our saga. But as I watch our new neighbor, Mrs. Cooper, measuring trash can distances, I can't help but wonder, are we seeing maintenance? Or the next control freak in training? Lucas grins. Should I start filming for Door Wars too? I just laugh. So here's my question. How do you know when someone's protecting the community and when they're just obsessed with control? Where's the line between safety and paranoia? Drop your thoughts below because in this neighborhood, the measuring tape's never really put away.